just before I get this video going, there's something I just want to say, and it makes a lot of sense, and a lot of people do agree with this. When you buy yourself a tent for the very first time, put it up in your garden. If you don't have a garden, ask your parents or your friends. Get it out of the bag, check all the poles are there. But one thing I always recommend is give it a good, doing over with the hose pipe. Don't directly point it. Point the hose pipe up in the air so that it come down as rain would, heavy rain. Leave it like that for 10-15 minutes. Always test your equipment before you get it out in the field when you're out camping. Hello everybody, English Woodsman here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Also, thank you very much for clicking on my video. So people have seen me using this free FUL gear Taiji 2 tent on my channel, and I've had quite a few comments asking me, can I give a quick run through this tent, show them putting it up and show them it when I'm not using it as a camp. Well, I can do that. That's what my channel's all about. If I get tents and I think you guys will like it, I'm very happy to come along and show you the tent. Now this tent is a mid-range tent. What I mean by that is any tent from £150 up to 300 is a mid-range tent. Anything from 300 upwards is a high-end tent, because they can go up to £2,000 a tent. If you're going to buy a tent from £0 to £100, let's say, in there, it's sort of like an entry-level tent. Now if you want to say anything different about that, please do comment below, because I'd like to know people's different brackets, what they say the entries, mids and high-end tents. Now this one caught my attention because I saw a lot of other YouTubers using it as well, and the waterproof level is pretty good. So this is the 4 Seasons tent, so that means it's 5,000 hydrostatic head is the fly sheet. The inner floor of the tent is 4,000 hydrostatic head, and if you use a footprint with the tent, that's another 6,000 hydrostatic head. So with the inner of the tent plus the footprint, you're going to get 10,000 hydrostatic head. I don't know how to test it. I don't really want to be even thinking about doing that. One thing I like about the free FUL gear stuff sacks is they give you a lot of room. You know when you get these tents offline and they're incredibly hard to put back into the stuff sack? Well, these ones are not like that. Once it's up, you get some Velcro here. Now you can just roll it back down, really compact that tent in there. So the fly sheet, the inner of the tent, and then this is your footprint, pegs and your poles. When this tent first comes, the inner is attached to the fly sheet, but I separated them. I just wanted to see what the time was putting it up together. You know, once you put the fly sheet up and then you start pegging all the inner up. So you do get 2 sets of poles, and then if I can find it, you get this thinner one, well, let's say shorter one, sorry, but it's just 3 bars. So once you've got the poles in place, you just need to slowly go around connecting the fly sheet to the poles. This is something I couldn't get used to when I first set the tent up. In the centre of the tent at the top, you're going to see this. So it's got like one slot here and one there. You need to connect your bottom one to it and your top one to that, like that. Right, so I thought I'd zoom in a little bit here for you to show you a bit clearer. The bottom pole connects to the bottom piece, the top one connects to the top part. I think even if these poles were other way around, so your bottom with the top and that with the bottom, it won't make any difference. But my concern is this part here in high winds. So that's something we are going to definitely check when we get a bit of bad weather. Earlier are on about the shorter pole. So just above the door zip, you need to push the pole into this metal eye hole area, and then just put the other clip on here so it's locked in place. So once again, there's another one just at top of the zip. Clip it in place like that. I would have liked to seen this probably made a little bit bigger so all this fits in place so it doesn't slide around. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peg the tent out. Now you may have noticed I've not used the footprint for this video. So one thing I think free UFO gear should do is put a couple more of these guidelines on, because you only get 4. I think if you can use this tent in high winds, you definitely need more than 4, 100%. You can add them if that's what you really want to do. About halfway up each pole, you see like these blue things, I don't know what you want, like blue plates, small blue plates added in between your poles. But what you got to do is you got to feed the pull out cord around there, give it a quick wrap. I'm also going to do a quick knot just to show you. And that's how you pull your tent out with the guidelines through them there. What I like about this tent is this seems to be a lot thicker material. There seems to be some sort of thin plastic strip in there. What that'll do is it'll work a lot better in the wind, so it won't flap around and keep you awake if it's windy outdoors. And it's got some decent 2-point velcro, one here and one at the bottom. This zip is stitched 3 times. So here is a circle disc. This comes into good play for this reason. So once you roll all your tent up the door, let's say, inside you get this bungee strap. Hook it on there like that. That keeps the door well in place so it ain't going to flap around through the daytime or come undone. So if you do need to take the inner out, it's very easy to put it back together to the fly sheet. Push that through there. It's a little bit stronger than I thought then. There we go. Get them through there like that. And that'll be the same on the other 3 corners as well. Massive, massive tip when using this tent. Do not separate the inner from the outer. It's a nightmare to get it back together. The bottom sheet, wow. Get them little tassels back in through them hoops. What a nightmare. If you are somebody that wants to separate the tent, so you and your partner or you and one of your mates have half of the tent each, put it back together before you peg it out. I think that's where I just went wrong. But still, try to get them corners together. It's really, really hard. Don't give much room. I think that's them saying don't take it apart again, keep it as it is. But yeah, if you're going to do that, make sure you put it together before you try to put it back up. Right, 4 Seasons tent this one is. A little bit of mesh here on the window and exactly on the other side. At winter time you do really want more material just to keep that heat in when you're in your tent. I will say one thing about this tent, there's a lot of room on the inside, and on the other hand they only give you 1 pocket. I don't see the point. They could have put a bigger one there, or maybe one at the other side. Each corner has them strengthening patches. All the seams are taped to help with the waterproofness. Got a nice little hook there for your lantern or your glasses. 2 doors, so you can get out of each way if you want to share this tent with a friend, they've got their way in and out as well. You know, I really do love the amount of room inside here. In the winter months, if it's absolutely throwing it down and you want to be out in the tent, you need room to move around. This tent will do that. Now, all the measurements and everything like that, I said I put in the link in the description to the website where I got it from, Collins Outdoors I think it's called. I buy all my tents from there. I just like the cheapness of them. You know, they're a lot cheaper than you find anywhere else on the internet. So I'll share a link there, do take a look at that if you want. So just a few little things I want to run by. The inner material for a 3 seasons one is 20D mesh. So like I said, at the top of the door it's got the mesh. A 3 seasons one will fully be meshed. This one is material, and it's the outer tent is 15D nylon silicone coated. Like I said earlier, the waterproofness of the fly sheet 5000 hydrostatic head. If you get this in 4 season like this, the inner tent 15D nylon. But yeah, fully 4 seasons tent this one. The poles at Ali, YKK zippers like I told you. I've already gone about the waterproof level of the tent. Once again, the inner tent floor 4000 hydrostatic head. Once you put the footprint down, that's another 6000. That equals to 10,000 hydrostatic head. I like the tent. I like it in the green better than the coyote brown. To be truthful, I just love tents. It's not getting no special treatment. I'm not bidding this tent up saying it's the best I've got, because for winters I do like my OX tents at winter time. But since this is the first winter we're going to have this tent, we're definitely going to be out in it. Give it a blast. Let's see what happens, that's all I can say. So this tent is 1.8 kilos in weight. It's not the lightest of tents, but it's also definitely not the heaviest of tents. Free UFO gear tents are quite popular on my channel now. I do like to use these ones and the nature hike ones. I don't know why, I've just got, you know, a bit of an interest in their designs these days. As you know from the channel, I've gone off for hammock camping. Maybe in the winter time I might do it once or twice, but definitely in the summertime it's all about tent camping for me. Now if you like this video and you made it this far to the end, if you're not yet subscribed, please press the C button, subscribe to my channel, see me doing tent camping. If you want to see me camping out in this tent, up here will be a link for you, you can check that out. But for now, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.